Stay weird, get rich. Unlock the power of your unique genius. Most people are trying to fit in. But the ones who rise, the ones who build empires, the ones who change the world and live free, they didn't fit in. They stood out. They were laughed at, misunderstood, mocked, rejected, until the world realized they were visionaries. Look at Albert Einstein. Unruly hair. Awkward mannerisms. A professor once said he would never amount to anything. But Einstein didn't need permission to be brilliant. He didn't change who he was, he embraced it. And through his so-called weirdness, he rewrote the rules of physics and changed the way we see the universe. That's not just genius. That's alignment. That's wealth beyond money. That's legacy. Steve Jobs wore the same black turtleneck every day. He dropped out of college. He took calligraphy classes just because it fascinated him. People thought he was eccentric, weird. But that weirdness turned into Apple. A $1 trillion empire. Not because he copied the world, but because he dared to create something the world didn't even know it needed. Elon Musk was bullied, awkward, obsessed with rockets and computer code when most kids were just trying to survive high school. Today, he's transforming space, energy, and transportation. Weird isn't weak. It's a weapon. And if you learn how to wield it with confidence, discipline, and belief, you unlock abundance on a level most people can't even comprehend. So let me ask you, what part of you have you been hiding to make other people comfortable? What gift have you buried under normal? What dream have you shelved because they called it crazy? Your quirks are not your curse. They are the signature of your genius. Say aloud, I honor what makes me different. I embrace my weirdness as my strength. I am not here to fit in. I am here to stand out. My uniqueness is the magnet for wealth, joy, and purpose. Where I used to shrink, I now expand. I am proof that different is divine. I stay weird, and I get rich doing it. Lady Gaga? She was told she was too strange for pop music. Now she's a global icon. Oprah? Told she was too emotional for TV. Now she's one of the most powerful media moguls in history. Nikola Tesla? Considered mad, but his madness is the reason we have wireless electricity. They didn't suppress their difference. They built with it. They sculpted it. They led with it. And that's what I want you to do starting today. Call to action. Don't edit yourself. Don't wait to be validated. Don't bury your brilliance because the world is too small to understand it. Build your brand on what makes you different. Build your business around what you're obsessed with. Build your wealth from your weirdness. Because when you stay weird, you don't compete, you dominate. You magnetize opportunity. You live in purpose, with profit and power following closely behind. Say aloud, I don't chase trends, I create them. I don't shrink my power, I magnify it. My difference is my destiny. Weird made me wealthy. Weird made me wise. And weird made me whole. So stay weird, get rich, and unlock the unstoppable force within you. Because the world doesn't need more copies. It needs you. You were never meant to walk the beaten path. You were meant to blaze your own trail, carve your own lane, and turn your passion into your prosperity. Because wealth doesn't follow the ordinary. It follows originality. It follows you. When you're bold enough to show up without apology. The world teaches us to blend in. But wealth follows those who stand out. Let's be real. Being different is hard. It's uncomfortable. You question yourself. You wonder if maybe they're right. That maybe playing small would be safer. But hear this clearly. Safe has never made anyone rich. Safe never wrote history. Safe never inspired generations. Safe never left a legacy. You don't have to be safe. You have to be real. Real is rare. Rare is valuable. Valuable becomes wealthy. Stop asking for permission to be who you are. Stop editing yourself for people who don't have the capacity to see your greatness. Stop shrinking your dreams to fit their limitations. You weren't born to dim your light. You were born to let it blind the world with brilliance. Say aloud, I am done hiding. I am done apologizing. I was not made to conform. I was made to create. My voice, my mind, my energy, they are divine assets. I am magnetizing wealth by being authentically me. Look around you. The richest people in the world didn't follow instructions. They broke them. Jay-Z? He couldn't get signed, so he created his own label. Now he's a billionaire. Rihanna? They said stick to music, she said, no thanks, and built a global fashion and beauty empire. Now she's the youngest female billionaire in America. Tyler Perry lived in his car while people called him crazy. Now he owns one of the largest film studios in the world. Weird one. Different dominated. This is not the time to fit in. This is the time to explode out of the box they tried to stuff you into. You don't need to water yourself down. You need to amplify your weirdness into something the world can't ignore. Let them whisper. Let them laugh. Let them misunderstand. Because when the money flows, the same people who laughed will line up to learn from you. Say aloud, I am the architect of my success. I use my imagination as my currency. I let passion be my strategy. I am weird. I am worthy. I am wealthy. What if the very thing you've been hiding is the key to unlocking everything you've ever dreamed of? What if your story, your scars, your style, your too much, is exactly what this world needs? You don't have to reinvent yourself. You have to remember yourself. Wealth is not outside of you. It's coded in your authenticity. And your weird is the password. Today, I dare you to show up unfiltered. Post what they say is too much. Start the business they don't understand. Wear what feels right to you. Speak how your soul moves. Do the thing only you can do. Because that's where the money lives. That's where the fulfillment flows. That's where you become unstoppable. Say aloud, I am not here to be normal. I am not here to blend in. I am here to shake the room, shift the culture, and break generational curses. My weirdness is a portal to wealth. I don't hustle to be accepted. I exist to be respected. I am rich in originality. I am rich in creativity. I am rich in divine destiny. So let them call you weird. Let them call you different. Just make sure one day they call you legendary. Stay weird, get rich, and never shrink again. You weren't born to be a copy. You were born to be a blueprint. And yet somewhere along the way, they taught you to edit yourself, to tone it down, to walk in a straight line, to make yourself smaller so others could feel bigger. But guess what? The people you admire, those legends, innovators, billionaires, game changers, they never played small. They didn't tone it down. They turned it all the way up. They were loud with their ideas, bold with their moves, unapologetic with their voice. They didn't run from their weirdness. They ran with it. And it made them wealthy beyond imagination. Your weirdness is a compass. It's trying to lead you back to your truest self before the world made you doubt it. And if you ignore it, you'll spend your life building someone else's dream, following someone else's math, dying with someone else's limits. But when you finally lean into your difference, when you finally stop explaining, justifying, overthinking, and start owning who you are, that's when doors start flying open. Not because you changed who you are, but because you finally return to who you are. Let this truth hit you. You are already enough to succeed. You just have to stop hiding it. Say aloud, I honor what sets me apart. I walk in rooms like I belong, because I do. I do not wait for permission to be powerful. I use my authenticity as my currency. The more I am myself, the more wealth I attract. I am no longer a prisoner of other people's opinions. I am free. I am rich. I am weird, and I am winning. You weren't sent here to just exist. You were sent here to shift the atmosphere, to speak in ways others wouldn't, to build what others can't even imagine, to dream dreams that shake your blood awake. Let them roll their eyes. Let them walk away. Let them call you strange. You don't need their understanding. You need your belief. Because belief is currency. Confidence is wealth. And your uniqueness is a money magnet when paired with relentless self-respect. They told Issa Rae her style was too awkward for mainstream media. Now she owns production companies and has partnerships with global brands. They said Elon Musk was crazy for wanting to colonize Mars. Now NASA relies on him. They told Missy Elliott that a girl like her could never dominate rap. Now she's a Grammy-winning icon and visionary. Over and over again, the world has tried to silence brilliance because it didn't recognize it. And over again, the weird ones win. What makes you different is what will make you rich. Say aloud, my path is not supposed to make sense to everyone. Weird is my superpower. My story is valuable. My scars are sacred. My difference is destiny. I make money by being me. I don't chase trends. I am the trend. I stay weird. I stay wealthy. I stay unstoppable. You weren't born to be a copy. You were born to be a blueprint. And yet somewhere along the way, they taught you to edit yourself, to tone it down, to walk in a straight line, to make yourself smaller so others could feel bigger. But guess what? The people you admire, those legends, innovators, billionaires, game changers, they never played small. They didn't tone it down. They turned it all the way up. They were loud with their ideas, bold with their moves, unapologetic with their voice. They didn't run from their weirdness. They ran with it. And it made them wealthy beyond imagination. Your weirdness is a compass. It's trying to lead you back to your truest self before the world made you doubt it. And if you ignore it, you'll spend your life building someone else's dream, following someone else's map, dying with someone else's limits. But when you finally lean into your difference, when you finally stop explaining, justifying, overthinking, and start owning who you are, that's when doors start flying open. Not because you changed who you are, but because you finally return to who you are. Let this truth hit you. You are already enough to succeed. You just have to stop hiding it. Say aloud, I honor what sets me apart. I walk in rooms like I belong, because I do. I do not wait for permission to be powerful. I use my authenticity as my currency. The more I am myself, the more wealth I attract. I am no longer a prisoner of other people's opinions. I am free. I am rich. I am weird, and I am winning. We are done playing small. We are done seeking validation. We are done waiting to be chosen. We choose ourselves. We back ourselves. We build for ourselves. And we do it all from a place of authentic power. So wear the clothes that make them stare. Speak the truth that makes them uncomfortable. Build the brand that no one understands until it blows up. You don't need to water it down. You don't need to fit the mold. You need to break the mold. Because there is no wealth without courage. There is no legacy without resistance. And there is no freedom without authenticity. Fire, you are not too much. You are too powerful for their small minds. Stay weird. Stay bold. Stay you. That's the formula. That's the $1 million code. And the moment you stop hiding, you will realize you were never behind. You were just waiting for the real you to arrive. Say aloud, repeat daily. I do not dim to fit in. I shine to elevate. My weirdness is a magnet for miracles. I am worthy of wealth because I am willing to be me. The more I love myself, the richer I become. I am walking proof that weird wins. Wealth follows authenticity. Abundance flows to the brave. My gifts are sacred, powerful, and profitable. I am not a follower. I am a force. Stay weird. Get rich. Never shrink again.